Thank you, Sister Dr. Jaya Joseph, for your sincere effort to illustrate the risk factors of frequent consumption of red meat product. Not only red meat product, you illustrated every aspect of food safety, that is especially for the children. On behalf of OFSSA, gratitude to Sister Jia Joseph for enriching us with this informative session, which is definitely contributed for realizing many facts, which were so many things we were doing every day, but we were not aware about it. So thank you, Sister, for your sincere contribution. The increasing rate of cancer, even among the children, are the major concern nowadays. That's why OFSA is taking this initiative to make the children and parents aware about this. That is the intention of this webinar. Every doctors from first webinar to this 21st webinar, every doctor saying the same things, and we are providing the sessions in order to understand at least one child is get benefited from this. We are happy, we are successful. So thank you, sister, for taking this effort. Once again, on behalf of OFSA and all the children attended this, Medion Public School, teachers, students, and parents, I express my sincere gratitude to you. Thank you, sister. And children, this is the time for interaction for teachers, parents, and can. If you have any queries to ask, you can ask, or either you can post your comments on the chat box so sister can answer your question. Doctor can clear your doubts. One question from Danny Thomas. Can you please give tips for the children to reduce the prolonged use of red meat products?
I just mentioned, we can, the poultry is white meat is good for their health, and this poultry and all doesn't cause this fish, seafood items and the chicken, and they do not cause any cancer formation. So you can provide mainly fish, and twice or thrice or 4 times a week you can provide even chicken and other items also, eggs and also on. So when you very tastily if you prepare and give, they will take. So the red meat you can reduce the quantity and you can provide other alternatives.
Thank you, sister. Hope it is clear. There is one more question. Her name is not visible. Is there any problem for eating red meat once in a week?
So that's what I explained. The quantity is 90 gram or 100 gram per week is okay. That means you can give 3 servings per week. But that quantity is per day. If you are not per day, per serving, it should be around 30 gram. A maximum of 3 times a week you can provide red meat, provided you have not giving much quantity, but in a medium or moderate quantity, that is around 30 gram per serving.
Thank you, sister. Hope the
Have not eat fish and rarely uses vegetables and prefer only red meat, it will have bad impacts on their health, right? Of course. So that's what I told. The prolonged red meat consumption causes this CA colorectal cancer that will produce later in their life only. That's what it is very sad that in their childhood or in their young age they will not be able to know that the symptom also may not be there. The colorectal cancer symptoms are, and sometimes they will get constipation and diarrhea. That is alternatively it will come diarrhea and constipation, and later they may develop the blood in the stools. So after 50 years, in the later age only, they will develop this colorectal cancer. So when we eat the red meat, when we consume more red meat in childhood or in our young age, the impact will come later only, because it is a very slow growing. It is not a rapid growth of this colorectal cancer is not rapid growing, but it is slow growing. So of course, dear students, you have to take this as a take home message. You have to eat very moderately. Soya chunk is said to be a substitute for red meat, but some say regular use of soya is not good. What is the truth? That soya is always we recommend soya chunks. That is not a problem. You can use. If fully cut red meat products, is it okay? Will it affect them? That is what I am telling. Red meat products, you don't have to say no to red meat. You have to reduce the quantity. And I also said that we can reduce the fatty cut. That lean cuts you can use, fatty cut you have to cut off fats, but the lean cut in a moderate quantity you can give to your children. Is there any center to check the early cancer for children in Kerala? In children, the red meat consumption will not cause any this one. In their later 50s only, they can develop.
One more question, I think.
Harmful red meat. Uh, Most harmful red meat, they do not categorize like that. All the red meat almost the same risk. So red meat all comes under the same category. We cannot choose whether it is mutton is good or this beef is good, like that. We cannot choose.
Hope the questions are over. Shall we move to the concluding session? In process, we asked some certain question related to the preference and food habits of children of Marymount Public School. So, for the benefit of children and teachers, I would like to present that chart. And only 9% students are not aware about the impact of unhealthy food habit and related to the junk food. Sister Jaya already, Dr. Jaya already mentioned what is junk food and what is its impact. So we have already asked one question related to that. And this to be noted is that 3% of students are consuming junk food daily basis, and 29% is consuming junk food once in a week, and 8.7% consuming junk food more than 3 times in a week. And we are happy that a remarkable choice of 31.7% consuming junk food very rarely. So it is good that all the students get aware about the what is junk food and what is the impact of junk food and what are the different categories of junk food. So without knowing all these things, we are frequently having many junk food and we are offering to the kids also. So it is recommended to reduce the frequency. No, we never say never to give children any happy things that they want, but we should try to avoid the frequency and quantity. That is the main recommendation. And this is regarding soft drink consumption. In this one remarkable choice is that 59.5% is rarely consuming soft drinks like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, Sprite, etc. And 7% consuming soft drink once in a week, and 6.4% consuming soft drink more than 3 times in a week. It is an alarming figure. And 19.6% once in a month, and 6.5% more than 3 times in a month. So we have to in this aspect also, including parents, and we all of us like to have this because of its taste, its also taste and the sugar content and flavor. All of us like that, but it is good to reduce the volume and frequency. This is regarding water bottle usage. That is in our climatic condition during the summer season, especially when we are found with well, water content is more uh, attached with the plastic water bottle, it is creating so many health issues. So it's very simple thing, but most of them are not care about it. So we asked such a question. So in that 24% students are using plastic water bottles on regular basis. And remarkable choice is that 72% is using steel water bottles. So it is important to create certain awareness regarding this aspect, especially to the parents and students. And one thing that Dr. Jaya Joseph explained regarding the breakfast. So in this, out of the total respondents, 2% students are daily avoiding the breakfast, and 10% avoiding breakfast once in a week. And we got a good choice of 87% never avoids breakfast. So it is important for a student to not to avoid the breakfast in order to improve their intellectual and physical capacity and health. So this is the point we have to showcase. And I don't want to explain the reason, that is already sister explained. So there is no need for a further explanation. These are all about the response we got from the registration survey conducted by the OFSA. Thank you all. And as a formal concluding remark, I would like to invite Ms. Preeta MG, TGT, Marymount Public School. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. A very warm good evening to one and all present here. First of all, I would like to thank OFSA for conducting such a good session for our children. It's very informative, and thank you all for this. And those who have participated in the session, the parents, students, everybody, I would like to thank you all. And we have covered the essential practices and the insight to ensure the safety of our food, what we should include in our diet and all. Okay, what type of red meat and how much quantity we should include in our diet and all. Okay, as we conclude, let us remember that the food safety is actually a shared responsibility. So whatever knowledge you gain today, we can protect. It is for protecting our health, and we can promote a safer food environment also. So I would like to tell you one thing: always stay informed, stay vigilant, and let us work together to maintain a high standards in our food habit. Thank you, and have a nice evening.
Thank you, Ms. Preeta. For the vote of thanks, I would like to call upon Angela Ranil.
Good evening to everyone, Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Principal, teachers, and my dear parents and friends. On behalf of Marymount Public School, I feel much delighted to express my gratitude towards every person who has participated in this webinar. First of all, I would like to thank our chief guest, Sri Joske Mani sir, for spending your valuable time with us. Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere gratitude to Reverend Sister Dr. J.R. Joseph P. for such a wonderful session. Thank you, Sister. And a sincere appreciation to OFSA for providing us with such a platform to improve our knowledge about health and making us conscious that health is important. I thank our beloved principal, Reverend Sister Lizzie Sebastian, for joining hands with OFSA for such a great webinar. Thank you, sir. I express my wholehearted gratitude towards Grandmaster Tirtha Vivek, child moderator and ambassador of OFSA. And last but not the least, I thank all the students, parents, and teachers for attending this webinar with great patience and making it a remarkable one. Finally, and above all, I once again thank everyone present here for making this webinar a huge success with your presence. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela R. Thank you once again. So, from this, we are winding up the session. Thank you all for joining in this webinar. And in this webinar, I hope all of you benefited from this. And not only attending this webinar is relevant, the relevant is what you are uh, going to implement from this webinar. That is the most important thing for us. I express my sincere gratitude to Reverend Sister Lizzie Sebastian, Principal Marymount School, and resource person Sister Dr. J.R. Joseph, and all the teaching faculties and all the teacher coordinators, students and parents for joining with us. Once again, I thank you all. OFSSA is organizing this national webinar with the coordinators from the state of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. I would like to thank all OFSSA national and state leaders, all the webinar organizers from the state of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, from Karnataka, Sujita Srikanth, from Tamil Nadu, Praveshika, and from Kerala, mostly the is coordinating this webinar. And I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Member of Parliament, Jos K. Mani, for releasing the brochure and sending the message. Of OFSSA inauguration and some initiatives of OFSSA. If you want, you can watch. OFSSA inaugurated at Bangalore, and we have national leaders from Bangalore, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and Kerala. This is our logo. We strive for a healthy nation, and this live logo is depicting a future. That is, we are dreaming for a future when we can have the apple without peeling the skin, because Skin is the most important part of an apple, but unfortunately, at the present time, we all are feared to have an apple without peeling the skin because of the fear of pesticide. So we are dreaming for a future where every kid can happily have this with a smile on their face. They can happily have this apple. That's the dream for OFSSA, and this is the logo depicting Grandmaster Tirtha Vivek is the live logo of OFSSA. Our webinar and all the doctors depicts let's our food be our medicine and our medicine be our food. What hypocrites demonstrated already. Thank you all.